today's digital age, your data is your most valuable asset. That's why GotBackup is your ultimate, all-in-one cloud backup service that prioritizes your security, offers an unbeatable value, and unlocks exciting opportunities.
Is GotBackup really that easy? And exactly how secure is my data? Whoa! What the?
GotBackup offers unparalleled ease of use. With our simple 3-step setup process, users can effortlessly select which specific folders on their device to back up to their GotBackup cloud with just one configuration. Once set up, it operates seamlessly in the background, requiring no further attention. It's truly a set-and-forget solution. Whether you're a seasoned computer enthusiast or a casual user, GotBackup caters to all levels of technical proficiency, ensuring a smooth experience for everyone. And thanks to our super strong security tools like 256-bit AES encryption and other robust protocols, your data is super secure with us. At GotBackup, we believe your data should belong to you and you alone. That's why our active and passive protection systems are designed with multiple layers of security. We encrypt everything so we see and know nothing about your data.
Excuse me. Ms. Terabyte, I have a question. I'm not a computer-savvy person, but can you explain the technology?
Without getting too technical, this is how GotBackup secures your information. AES 256 encryption is a way to scramble information like text, files, or data so that it can't be understood unless you have the right key to unscramble it. Think of it like a secret code that only the intended recipient knows how to decode, in this case, your GotBackup cloud. AES stands for Advanced Encryption Standard. The number 256 refers to the key length. In an everyday life analogy, imagine a combination lock. Most of them have 3 to 4 numbers that you have to put in the right order to open the safe. With us, you would have to guess 256 numbers in the right order. Having more bits in the key makes it much harder for someone to guess the right combination. 128-bit encryption has never been cracked. 256-bit encryption is virtually impossible. So, AES 256-bit encryption is a very strong method. It's a widely used encryption method that's considered very secure. In fact, the US military uses this very standard.
Quick question. That's good to know and all, but how does my data get from my laptop to my GotBackup cloud without being intercepted?
That is where SSL and TLS come in. SSL and TLS are protocols used to secure your communication over the internet. Think of them like locks on a letter that ensure when you send or receive information online, it stays safe and private. Imagine you're sending a letter through the mail. SSL and TLS is like using a special envelope with a lock on it. Only the person you're sending the letter can unlock it with a special key. In this case, your GotBackup cloud. So, even if someone tries to peek at your letter while it's traveling through the mail, they won't be able to read it because it's securely locked inside the envelope. This encryption keeps your personal data, like passwords or credit card numbers, safe from hackers who might try to intercept it while it's traveling from your computer to your GotBackup cloud.
Okay, that makes sense. But there are so many cloud service providers out there. Why should I choose GotBackup?
Because of GotBackup's unbeatable value at an unbeatable price. And here's the best part, with GotBackup, you and up to 5 family or team members can enjoy the peace of mind that comes with 6 terabytes of secure storage for unlimited devices. Access your files securely from any device, Windows, Mac, iOS, Android, or through any web browser. With end-to-end encrypted online storage, your data is shielded in a secure gateway in your cloud, giving you complete control over your digital footprint. But GotBackup isn't just about securing your data. GotBackup is the only cloud backup service of its kind that not only secures your data but also puts money back in your pocket with our lucrative affiliate program. When you become a GotBackup affiliate, you can earn commissions for every person you refer to our cloud service. It's a win-win. Secure your data and boost your income simultaneously.
Okay, I really like that part. Sign me up.
Don't settle for anything less than the best when it comes to protecting your digital life. Choose GotBackup, where security, value, and opportunity come together to safeguard your data and empower your future. Visit GotBackup.com today to sign up and start securing your digital life.
I like that little character that keeps dancing around.
So much fun.
Yeah, in fact, it was. We look forward to this presentation, and stick around till the end because we want to share with you some associate have reached some new pin levels and lots of excitement, folks. And I'm telling you, I was speaking to our CEO yesterday, and folks, the changes that are coming in are so exciting. I had an opportunity to test the software, folks. It's amazing. How fast and how efficient that is. And it's really interesting. You go to bed and you feel at peace that everything is stored and my computer is safe. Whatever happens, let me rephrase that. The data on my computer is safe. Whatever happens to my computer, it's just a question of reloading things back to my computer. So listen, folks, at the end of the day, Tammy and I have been involved in this industry for many, many, many years. We chose GotBackup because it is part of the future. And it's way beyond that. And as we share the opportunity, you're going to find that GotBackup is the forefront of the future, even when it comes to payments, right? So you can choose to get paid in crypto, right? And USDT with the Binance Smart Chain. And for those of you that make sense, for those of you that don't worry about it, the fact here is that there's so many aspects that are so exciting about what GotBackup offers. And Tammy and I have been in this industry for many, many, many years. We have made millions of dollars within the industry of network marketing. And GotBackup, we're in the blue ocean. If you have not read the work, The Blue Ocean, I recommend you pick it up. Because a lot of companies out there in the red ocean, that means that it's saturated and everybody's into it. But when it comes to the cloud service, and we'll share with this as we go forward, we see that there is no company that offers a compensation plan attached to this kind of service, folks. And I'm telling you, in the near future, it's going to happen. But we're like Coca-Cola, right? When you think of a soft drink, what's the first thing you think about? You think of Coke. Even if it's Pepsi, even if it's ginger, whatever, you think of Coke because they branded themselves as the soft drink. And it's going to be like that for the end of time. So this is exactly what's going on with GotBackup right now. So Tammy, go ahead and we'll share from there.
Absolutely. Well, first of all, we wanted to say happy Friday. Chris and I went for a nice beach walk this morning, so we're nice and fresh. And just want to recognize some of you that have joined us today live. Pamela, I hope you had a chance to realize the time change and that you're able to get on this live session right now. And Esther, always great to see you from Ghana. Ghislaine, welcome. And I should say bienvenue. Lou, welcome. We always like to see all of the popular faces that are showing up on Friday. We really appreciate all of you and your contribution. Lee, welcome from Dallas. We have Ostina from Ghana, and we have Fulra from Belgium. Welcome. And we have Michelle from Switzerland. Fantastic. True global presence here. Artie, welcome. And Kelly, good morning from New York. Gregory, thanks for joining us in Seattle. David, always love to see your presence as well on social media and in these sessions. Randy, hey, congratulations, Randy. I know we're going to recognize you at the end. You're doing phenomenal things from Louisiana. Fantastic. Mark.
And Randy and Tammy, just to recognize that Randy they're like us. They do this as a couple. Back to you.
Yeah, absolutely. Mark from Idaho, welcome. I know it keeps coming and coming and coming. I know we got to get to the presentation. We got Florida that is present here. And we just want to appreciate all of you who have joined us today. And for those of you
Tammy,
who are looking at it for the first time.
I just want to mention, I see there, Peter Newell. How are you, buddy? We've known each other for decades.
Pierre,
I'm glad
yes,
you're part of this.
yes,
Glad to have you
from
here.
Montreal, yes.
Yeah, Dr. K.
Nice
from
to see you
Ghana.
here.
He's currently in London.
A blast from the past.
Yeah, so let's get
fun.
started here, Tammy. And at the end of the day, folks, we are an opportunity that is designed to empower families with a global opportunity. We truly underline the global opportunity. We've seen a massive growth in things that have happened with Dropbox, where we've seen massive growth in matter of less than a year. We just celebrated our first year 2 weeks ago. So it's that is so exciting. So folks, it's really time to turn your dreams into your reality. And why are you here? Right. And the fact here is that's probably what it is. You know, there's a lot. I just spoke to a young person today who in Canada, I know if you heard the drama going on about the pricing of homes and youngsters that are trying to buy a home, it's very difficult to reach. And we talked about the opportunity to create a compound effect by building a business like this, right? And you can see here this young couple in front of this house, right? Back in 2019, it was not as far-fetched as it is today for a young couple to get started this way. And this kind of opportunity can really help you. You see here all the signs where you're probably some kind of a resort, right? And the fact is you want to take vacations. What about starting a new family, right? Often we say, well, how many kids do you want? Well, how many can we afford, right? So the fact is it's kind of annoying that we have to put a price tag to our lifestyle. And this is the thing, is that we can change that. What about making investments? Folks, one thing that Tammy and I have been doing for years is we've been investing for years. We also have a crypto side of investments, and everything is maturing right now, but you need money for that. GotBackup is a perfect opportunity for you to create an income source that you can compound throughout your investment. So while you're here, I hope it's one of those reasons we can really help you with that.
Absolutely. It's all about empowering families, helping average people to live an above average lifestyle. Chris and I are average people who decided to come into our profession many, many years ago, as Chris said, is because we were sick and tired of the norm and we wanted to have something more in our lives. And this, what we're living today, is a result of it. To be able to be, we're Canadian born, and we live almost like 5 months out of the year. We're in Daytona Beach, Florida. So we don't deal with the winters. So that is something that we've always wanted. So whatever your dream is for you and your family, you can achieve it through this industry. More importantly, through GotBackup. Timing is everything.
Absolutely. And we're going to be running a small video here, but just so you know, is I met Joel years ago in Gatineau, Quebec. And this is the very first time that I hired a service outside of my home to be able to connect to a server, to be able to create a website, which I was using WordPress. And that was the very first website I've ever done to support my team. So long story short is at one point, Joel called me and says that they were moving location from Quebec to the US. I said, wow, that's huge. And the reason why is because where they lived in Quebec, they didn't have the fiber optic infrastructure to support the bandwidth that he needed. And even after expansion, he knew that he would probably reach the limit of that, and then he's stuck. So he decided to make the decision to go to the US, and he invested into a building that you see here before you, where now he's paid in full. And they have the fiber optic and infrastructure to be able to grow through millions and millions and millions of users, folks. So this is really exciting, a 10,000 square feet data center. So let's watch the little video for you to get a feel for what you're getting into.
Hey guys, welcome to the corporate office of GotBackup. Now everybody wants to know, are we super secure? And how do we offer such an amazing service at such a low price? So this is in our tech room. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna take you on a tour of our server room to show you just how secure it is, and we welcome you into the family. So let's go over to the server room. So the first thing I wanna explain to you guys is that we're fully PCI compliant. For physical PCI compliance, what does that mean? It means we're allowed to physically store credit cards in our data center because we're uber secure. So we've passed all the tests for that, and we're legally allowed to store credit cards and your storage. So one of the first requirements for PCI compliance is you have to have 2 coded doors before you get into your server room. We also, as a company, like to have fun, so we call it Area 51. So anyway, I'm gonna code this door with my back here so you guys can't see what the code is. Come in this way. This is a simple inventory room, guys. We build servers here and so forth. And then our second coded door is over here, okay? And so we have a coded door here as well to get into the server room. So here we are in the server room, guys. This is where all the magic happens. So a couple of things people ask. Joel, how secure is my data, and could you ever lose our data? So as an example, let's come here. It's impossible to lose your data, and here's why. If you look at this storage array, and we have hundreds of storage arrays in here. There's 14 hard drives across this storage array. 4 of these hard drives could fail, which statistically never happens, but let's say it did. 4 of these hard drives need to fail before we start to lose some data. But guess what? We're not going to lose any data because this is striped to here. This whole rack of hard drives here is copied here. Just the same here. All these hard drives here are copied here. So there's not a single point of failure relative to your data. There's also no single point of failure in the server room. As an example, there's A power and B power. Every server is plugged into A power. Every server is plugged into B power. Also, relative to cooling of this room, if you come over here, you'll see we have 1, 2, 3, 4 air conditioners in this server room. So the air is never going to be a problem. The other thing as well is we're very, very efficient. If you look up at the ceiling, let's come back over here, you'll see vents up there, and the cold air is strategically placed in front of the servers here, so it sucks in all the cold air, and it goes over into the hot aisle behind this wall here. So very, very efficient server room as well. And finally, if God forbid there was ever a fire in this room, we have here what's called a fire suppression system. What this system does, it's just a bunch of electronics behind here, but we can open it up, okay, is if God forbid there was a fire, and in 25 years there's never been a fire, but it will snuff out all the oxygen in this room. If there's no oxygen, then the fire goes out, right? So we don't use water to destroy the equipment. So that's the basics of the server room. Super, super secure and super redundant relative to your data. So the other aspect to security is we use the exact same security as Amazon, as Google, as all the big players, Microsoft. It's patented security, it's military grade, 256-bit encryption security. So your stuff is very secure. So let's come out of the server room for now. And I also want to explain, if God forbid, a bomb dropped on this building, a hurricane came in, whatever, a flood, which statistically is impossible, but if it did happen, we also back up all of your cloud data to a third-party data center just in case something ever happened to this building. And again, it's never happened, but you just never know.
So let's carry on with our presentation here, folks. You can see here that you're having a self-made server system that is completely within the ecosystem and under control of GotBackup. So folks, the growth is unlimited. So I just can't wait as we keep expanding and growing our network. Back to you, Tammy.
Absolutely. So let's get started with the trends, because it's important to position yourself in front of trends. So trend number 1 is the data storage trend. And you can see almost 7 billion smartphone users in the world, computers, laptops, and every single one of these people are making data. They're taking pictures, they're downloading stuff, they're doing all kinds of stuff and filling up their phones. So we're going to tell you what's going to be rolling out here in a second is a data storage business right here.
And as Tammy, stated, is the percentage of global mobile traffic is absolutely massive. Again, I know it's a bit out of date, but you understand that this is not going to slow down anytime soon, right? It's like a train that's starting to going, and right now it's at 60% in its speed, and it's going fast. It's not going to stop anytime soon. So this is what's going on, is the traffic is absolutely massive. You look at the size of cloud storage, right? If you look at the market from 2022 to 2030, the prediction as far as the income that's going to be generated, it's from 90 billion to 472. It's close to $500 billion. Folks, this is monstrous. You want to make money? Put yourself in front of trends. As Tammy stated earlier, this is a huge indication where we are going right now.
And let's face it, most people in the world have a cell phone addiction. And I always talk about the fact that, I mean, my phone's with me all the time. And when I forget it, I always go back and get it. We're in business. Everything that we do in business, we can do it right from our cell phones. It doesn't matter where we are in the world. And people use it for many, many things. Even the kids, you know, when they come and visit, I always have to laugh about that. But Chris's daughter was recently visiting, and she's in the bedroom and she's texting me, asking me what time supper is, or, you know, what's for supper or whatever. And I'm in the kitchen. It's like, just, you know, you would think that she would just come out and join me in the kitchen, but it's just, you know, it's an addiction. It's things that we do that it's unconscious, right? And we all bring our phones to the bathroom. And if you say you don't, I'm sure that you do. But yeah, and the one thing I always say, 57.4%, Chris and I are totally into date night every single week. We're very, very diligent on spending that quality time together. We do have our phones with us, I have to admit, but it's only there for emergency when it comes to the kids.
Yeah.
But
It-
we
it is there-
always have our phones.
It is there from
Oh.
emergency, but yeah, our eyes glance through on it from time to time. But this is the world today. The thing is, I absolutely agree with Tammy. It requires discipline. But folks, here's the thing: data loss is also a growing concern, right? 45% of cell phone users have accidentally damaged or lost their data, so lost their cell phones. I mean, this is again, that's pretty dramatic when it happens. 5,700 screens are cracked every hour. Laptop cell phones are stolen every 43 seconds. Folks, that's a fact. And of course, it hurts when you lose an item expensive like this. But the downside, that's even worse, is your life, your soul that's been captured into your phone. If it's not backed up, it's gone with it. Now that hurts. That's the reason why these trends of clouds are so important. In fact, I truly believe that the future of phone devices won't need a lot of data, or let me rephrase it, a lot of memory space, because everything is going to be done online. Everything is wireless, and it's so fast today that it's almost going to be like no comparison where you're using on your phone device or using the Wi-Fi service, whatever that is. Now, back to you, Tammy.
Yeah, and how many times are we seeing these pop-ups, right, where your data storage is full? I talk to people all the time, and when I tell them what we have, which you're going to hear in a minute, they're like, send me your link, because the value that we have is so big. But people are running out of storage, so they need to increase their storage. When they increase their storage, there's more money out the window.
I totally agree. And the fact here is the second trend is making more money. Folks, at the end of the day, you know, every 10 years, 20 years, 50 years, 100 years, there's always going to be big changes. And of course, everybody gets shocked when we hear everything that's going on, but it is the cycle of life. It is the change. Don't fear change, adapt to change. And that's how Tammy and I always look at things. And making money, it's one of the major trends. If I may focus on the American side of things, 42% of Americans have side gigs. 62% of our kids. That's our kids group. As a matter of fact, I mentioned often, my daughter's been traveling from November of last year, and she's returning in mid-May back to Canada. That's 6 months. How did she make this money? Well, she's having her business online, and money is feeding her accounts. And of course, she's been living off this. But my point here, that's the Gen Z today, right? They're not interested in going to an office. That's old school. This is a dying breed. So everything is done mobile, and everything is done quick. And what about the rest of the world? This is what we're talking about here, folks.
So the key is to leverage these trends, and GotBackup is leveraging them. So let's go ahead and share what we have, Chris.
Well, absolutely. So we're going to cover really two things. We're going to cover the core, which is why we're here, the backup system, but we're also going to cover the VIP program. And the VIP program, folks, you need to understand that it's a very powerful tool. This is where I store all my videos and all my stuff for my marketing efforts to basically sell the core product, which is increasing our income. So we'll talk about that. So let's start about the core product, Tammy.
Absolutely. So 6 terabytes of data storage. You can have 6 members on one account with unlimited devices, for $9.97. It says $10 a month. It's $9.97 a month. Or you could pay a year up front, which is what we're going to share with you. And it's the only home-based business in this era that pays you. And you can do this from anywhere around the world. It is literally borderless. It's a cloud service.
Absolutely. If you look at our competitors here, there's iCloud, there's Dropbox, there's Google Drive, there's OneDrive, there's what's the other one there? Adobe. It goes on. There's Box.com. You could go on and on and on. Folks, none of them will give you a dime to promote them. They may give you some space, but they won't share their profits with you. What GotBackup will share up to 75%. So keep that in mind. But even then, for the average of $10 a month, they all offer about 2 terabytes. Yes, somebody may have more than one user. I agree with that. But again, $9.97. And here's a kicker. If you pay for the year, you get 2 months paid for. So this goes on to $8 and change if you pay for the year. And I highly recommend that. In fact, those of you that are networkers that have been dealing with products or things that you buy monthly, I'm telling you, it's very rare that you find anything below $200 to $250 a month. For $120 a year, where it's actually $120 the first time because you pay you $20 the first time. After that, it's $100 a year, which is half what most companies will charge on a monthly basis for their auto ship. You pay for the entire year. Folks, this is nickel and dime to create a massive, massive business income stream. So, for example, you look at the terabytes, right? Like Google, iCloud. I'm a big fan of Apple. I've always used their service, right? I'm paying the 12 in Canadian. It's like $13 or $14 a month for the 2 terabytes. If I want to have 6 terabytes, it'll cost me about $30 US a month. I say US as a Canadian. There's a bit of a kickback here that adds on to the price. My point in saying here is we get the same thing for $10 a month. It's not even comparable. Again, I keep reminding you, they don't pay you where GotBackup will. Let's summarize this, Tammy.
Absolutely. So again, 6 terabytes of data storage for $9.97. It includes up to 6 members on one account. They don't even have to live in your household or in the same country, which is exciting. They all have their own passwords to protect their stuff. And it's automatically backed up. Once you back up the system, it is automatic moving forward. And of course, you saw the security of your data storage once it's stored, and you can be sure that it's very, very safe. And as I mentioned, it's military grade, and all the big companies are using that military grade system.
So let's get into the VIP package. And folks, I'm not going to get through a lot of details, but I just want to kind of give you an idea of what you're getting is the video uploader, VTuber. This is about $300 a year. And you can actually upload all of your videos that you can after that share within your social media platform or within your emails. And we'll talk about at the end that GotBackup is way more than just a backup system. It has a complete email marketing system that's included for the $10 a month. It's amazing how much our CEO, the company offers for $10 a month. It's unbelievable, right? So that's just the first one. The second thing you get in your VIP package is you get what we call a memory place. Imagine you do an event. And in this event, everybody has their own devices, their own cell phones, and you give them a QR code to scan or a link to click on. And whenever they take pictures, they can choose to upload all of their pictures using that QR code or that link. And then it all goes into that one memory place. And from there, you can share that link with the entire audience where they can go ahead and actually download whatever pictures or videos that they didn't take based on their angle where they were located and wherever that event was taking place. Do you understand how powerful that can be? Over and above that is that it will ask them, hey, do you want an account? And if you do choose to do that, that's a new lead for you, another source of income. Really cool. The other thing is you also get a promo link. When you start GotBackup, every single one of us have received a link, an affiliate link. And as a matter of fact, you can turn around and many of you probably click on that link before they got involved and they got the marketing emails and everything else. That's again on the back end that we're not mentioning is included in the package. My point is you get the opportunity to change the content of what they will see. You can have your own video, you can have your own language, and and you can choose an email with the language that you create your emails with. Folks, it goes beyond, again, about $250 a year. And the last point they offer, it's a custom domain link. Let's say many of you own a domain. What's the domain link? Is, for example, let's say I use Christian Gingras. Unfortunately, someone took my name. But the point here is I can turn around and register my name.com, and then I can choose to assign my GotBackup link to christianjingwa.com. Now, don't go there. That's not mine. I have no idea what's pointing to. I'm just giving you an example. My point in saying here, again, this is something that is an added value that's part of the VIP package.
Yeah, so let's talk about how we can make money with this opportunity. So there's 3 ways to earn, and there's the direct referral commission, which is very simple. Every single time you talk to somebody and they're looking for data storage, you sign them up, you're going to get $20. And every month after, you're going to make 25% of their registration fee. So to make an example of that, if you talk to 20 people who decide to join as a member, then you're going to get $20 times 20 people, which is $400 in commission. And you can set a goal to get your first 20 in the first month. I know Chris and I got many people in within the first week, 2 weeks, because everybody's looking for more storage, or they're looking to increase their storage for sure.
Totally agree. And the second we get paid, it's a matching check commission. And by the way, as I see your comments, sometimes I do miss them, folks, but some of you are just really, really dead on. And I think it's worth mentioning here. Now, the point here is the second one is what we call the matching check commission. Now, Tammy talked about the referral commission. This is you doing the activity of introducing someone to GotBackup. The second one is that someone that you've introduced, help them earn an income by showing them how to go about doing this business, how to share, what to share, and what's available to them. Well, you earn 25% matching check on their income from the direct referral. So whatever they earn in their first recruiting aspect, you earn up to 25%. So if you follow Tammy's example, where let's say we talk about the same 20 people, and let's say, again, it's just not a perfect world here, but let's just say that it was, and every of those 20 were making an average of $200 a month. Well, 25% of that, you earn $50 per business partner. So if you do the math, times 20, that's $1,000 per month commission. On the second way, we get the second way we can earn an income, which is the matching check. The third one, this is what we call the residual aspect of the effort that you've done in 1 and 2. 1, you recruit. 2, you train. 3, you benefit from the growth of your business. Here's how this works. So you have right now what we call the binary team. And I know that GotBackup is about to do some amazing changes. What I mean by changes, some add-on with bonuses. And as this gets introduced, we'll talk about it. But generally, it's pretty much the same stuff here. So what's going on is you have a 2-team structure. That's what a binary team means. Right team and a left team. When you see indirect, it's someone that was happen to be on your place in your downline by someone above you. Just like you sponsored the direct one underneath the indirect referral on the right side. Well, the indirect referral, you don't know, but the direct that you brought in also the indirect referral does not know that person. So this is the benefit of a binary team. So when you look at this, is how do you build a binary team? Well, one is you want to remain active, just like you're active with your Netflix and your Amazon Prime and your car insurance and your medical insurance, whatever that is, right? If you stop paying, you don't have the service. Well, same thing here. But also it qualifies you to earn commissions. The other thing is you invite others to do the business, preferably to have one on the left, one on the right. If you want to maximize this income, you want to have one person on your left, one person on your right. Very simple, that are paying their $10 a month. And then you earn team commission. So there's the power leg and the pay leg. What does that mean? Well, now we're going to talk about how the cycle works. Well, generally, in a network marketing company, when you look at the binary team, when you look at the pay leg, we call it the pay leg because there's less people than the power team. It just happens to be more people. That's how you decide which leg is which. But usually what they do, company will turn around and say, we'll give you 10% of the pay leg. If you do the math, $10 twice, that's $20. I'm sure everybody agrees. 10% of $20 will be $2. Well, GotBackup, that's paid anywhere between $3.50 to $4 per cycle. That's double the industry standard. See, GotBackup will be up to 75%. And the reason why they can do this, if you go back on Wednesday evening, the owner of the company, the CEO, will tell you why they can afford doing that. Because they don't have any physical item to deliver. They don't have all the headaches that we have been dealing with in delivering stuff around the world. It's a non-issue. Everything is digital. That is the way of the future, folks. I know that Tammy and I, our goal is to cycle thousands of times per month. My goal is 10,000 cycle per month. That's my goal. And I'm telling you, folks, we're moving well into that direction, but we have a lot of people to help in the process. Tammy, how do we get started?
Very simple, you guys. $20 is a one-time fee. And we've been in the industry for a long time, and I've never seen this. That really, really excited me because it's one time only. Now you're a member, and then you make a decision. You either pay monthly for your data storage, or you can pay it for a year up front, and you're going to save 2 months worth of payments. And most people are actually doing the annual. So that kind of set and forget, and gives you time to set up everything. And yeah, so it's very simple, you guys. Very simple.
Absolutely. And let's talk about the VIP package, folks. See, it's very simple. You can see here, if you would buy them individually from different third-party companies, $300 a month, $300 a month with memory place, $250 for the personal promo link, $200 for the domain name promo link, all of these things. Now, you're looking at normally would be around $87.30 a month or $1,047 per year. But no, this has GotBackup. They will slice this in tiny little pieces, which is $24.97 per month or $249 for the year. Again, just like we do with the basic core product, the first 2 months, you get the last 2 months for free. So again, folks, this is amazing. And I highly, highly recommend this. I know that we're growing, and I think there's another country that was added on. I didn't change the flyer.
Yeah, I think every week we got to be paying attention to that because it's growing and growing and growing. So I think we're at 138, right, guys? If you know the newest country, pop it in there in the chats. I love your interaction. You can see all the people that are doing extremely well with GotBackup, and that's because they're actively engaged and building in all of these markets too. That the best part is to be able to go to sleep at night and wake up in the morning and you see all these new people that are getting started within the team, because we're all around the world. Every single one of us are building our businesses in our time hours. So it is fantastic. I love that. I always say I love making money while I sleep. And of course, recognizing achievements is what we do every single Friday. You can see here, this is the rank recognition, starting at bronze level and going all the way up to black diamond. And so today, Chris is going to be sharing a little bit in the back office on some people who are doing fantastic things. I know everybody's doing great things, but there's people getting recognized in the back office that are doing great things weekly and monthly.
So you can see the precious metals, the gems, the diamond tiers, elite, and the black diamond. I mean, everybody wants to get a black diamond, right? But this is not just going to happen because we wish it. It's going to happen, or pray for it, right? You have to work for it. And the fact here is just to recognize some of the leaders here. I want to recognize here Randy and Ann, top 10 commission earned. I mean, they passed everybody, right? So congratulations. And you just hit Emerald this month. Congratulations. I know many of you are moving up in rank, right? We have here, and congratulations to all of you here. And I know that we see names repeated often. This is absolutely amazing. And what's really exciting here is that the top 10 weekly sale generated. See the new people that are coming in. We're Edwin, Filippo, GotBackup, amazing deal. I know I saw you there last week. Well done. You're still here again this week. Michael, Stone Evans, again, it's just nonstop. Wendy and Mauricio and Marlo and Carlos and Dora, phenomenal. This is the top 10 for the week and weekly sales. And then the weekly leads, we have Valdemir, we have Vita, we have Trends, we have Mecca Hill, we have Susan, Brian, and again, Brian, two different, Brian Wintle and Brian Fuller. Well done. And we have Dave. Oh, Dave, nice to see you here. And Lee and John. And this varies every single week. So this is absolutely amazing. What else that I wanted to share here? Oh yeah, if you go back, if you go to the God Backup, and I highly recommend for you to join the group here. And the thing here is, you can see, obviously there's a lot of newcomers that are coming in. I wanted, sorry guys, I wanted to recognize here, for example, we have Randy and Ann. Well done. And some activities are going on right now on the messenger. So from there we can see here, Henry, I can't really see the name very well. So we reached the goal. It's a lot of fun. I know that last month Dr. Kiwi reached his level and emerald, and we have just been to hit the goal. And again, it goes on and on and on and on and on and on and on. So familiarize yourself with, let me change that. Familiarize yourself with the content of what it is that that you have in your back office. It's just amazing how it keeps you up to date and it keeps you informed of what's going on. So recognition is absolutely critical. As a matter of fact, next week we're going to go back to the basics and talk to you about some things that we are seeing a lot of people are not doing that they should be doing. And the fact here, folks, is support is absolutely critical. We got a personal referral link. We talked about that, right? So, and then you have an option if you get the VIP to change this. And then we have a personal landing page, right? So all of these, it's all done for you. You don't have to turn around and buy some third-party marketing material to promote yourselves. You have the email marketing system. Again, these email marketing system goes from $20 a month to well over hundreds of dollars a month, depending on how many users you may have and how many contacts you may have. And then you have marketing tools. We have online presentations such as this one. We have the one on Wednesday. I know that Noel does one in French on Sunday. I know Dr. Kiwi does also one on Sunday. So again, familiarize yourself with these presentations, and everything is located on the board. You can access that. If you're not on the Telegram group that we're supporting, I recommend that you go in your GotBackup back office and simply connect to the Telegram group. It's actually in your back office there. You can select it there. You also have a team training and support. Tomorrow, Tammy and I are going to be doing a training that's extremely, extremely important. The reason why we've made millions of dollars in the industry is not because we're great recruiters. It's because we're great supporters. We do our recruiting aspect. It's not going to come on its own, but we focus on educating and making sure that people are ranking up. And that comes through trainings. Trainings will build culture, knowledge, confidence, and gives you everything you need. So this is tomorrow at 10 o'clock Eastern time. Okay, so 10 o'clock Eastern time. If you're not sure, just go to the YouTube channel of GotBackup and you click on the actual training that's coming. It'll tell you from your time zone what time it is for you based on your operating system clock, if you understand my meaning. So, folks, at the end of the day, we have everything you need. So back to you, Tammy.
Yeah, absolutely. They have everything that we need to build a business, and everybody can afford it. That's the big thing. Everybody around the world can afford to build a business with GotBackup. $9.97. I mean, most people waste $10 so easily without blinking an eye. And so, here there's so much value. Not only are you getting your data storage, 6 terabytes, adding, members on the account if you choose to, unlimited devices, but it's also an opportunity for you to make a difference for other people in the world that are searching for opportunities. There's so many people searching. So be that person that cares about people and serve. The more you serve and bring value to people, the more money you make.
Absolutely. And folks, listen, it's time to get started. If you're on the fence, folks, it's $10 a month. $10 a month. Get involved. The worst that's going to happen is you have more storage space. But get involved. Show up to the training and take action. Something that I can tell you, that fortune always favors people that are in motion, that stays in motion. That's the key to success. It's not signing up and hope that someone else is going to do it for me if I'm lucky. It's telling folks about it. Get started. Take action now. Don't wait for someone else. Don't wait for our government. They will do nothing for you. I don't mean to be, you understand what I mean? We have to look for ourselves. We cannot depend on third parties for our lives. The people who do that will just be living with the crumbs of whatever's left. Go get it. This is a great opportunity for you to run with. Don't mess around with this, folks. Get involved. Tell folks about it. And if you don't see it right now, don't get discouraged. Stay on top of it. Keep going forward. You have some co-op leads. Stay on top of it. Every single week, twice a week at least, I send them the presentations that's coming on Wednesday, on the Wednesday morning. For those of you on Telegram, you probably saw that message. And on Thursday night at 10 p.m., I send a one for that's taking place here on Friday morning, 11 o'clock Eastern time, a.m. Okay, so folks, at the end of the day, Tammy and I absolutely love sharing this with you. I hope tomorrow you'll be there. Tammy and I prepared a great training for you. Is your attitude is the aroma of your heart. That's a very, very important training. That's the training that Tammy and I have done in almost every markets, in every countries that we've been going into. Very first thing, the moment we land, the moment we're in front of an audience, we start with the attitude training. Your attitude is the aroma of your heart. Show up Saturday, and I'm telling you, you won't regret it. You will learn the process on how to be successful in this kind of business. So everybody, have yourself a wonderful rest of your evening. If you don't see you for the rest of the weekend, have a great weekend. And we will see you on Wednesday with the presentation with Joel at 8 o'clock Eastern. Bye for now.
Happy Friday. See you tomorrow.